Welcome to another session with the Casino Coach. We are Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino, and we are playing Smoking Stuff Spin Frenzy. So this is a new game, at least for me here at Kickapoo. We're going to stay in the lower range. We have a starting bankroll of $500. So using our rule of 1/100, that means that we have a max bet here of $5. So we're going to really try to stay within that. And that $5 range fits pretty well from what we've been seeing winning. We also have our player shifts here. So as we go through today's session, we're going to be using it. I'll be talking about them as they come up. All right, so we started our timer for a 30-minute session. Our goal is to check this game out, have some fun, see all the features if possible. So let's go and start at the bottom here on a penny. See what we get here. So we'll play a mini game of 5 here at 50 cents just to get a feel for the game. The highest symbol is this diamond here. Yeah, I was sure before we came out tonight that I took a nap, make sure I was well rested. Today was the slot tournament, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough time to recover. We're also right over the microphone, the announcement, so I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but I'm gonna give this a shot. Hopefully the noise canceling will come in. All right, so let's see if we get the bonus here. It's at $1 on the penny denom. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take a quick look. So we have up to 10 cents. It's a 50-cent minimum bet on penny, $1 minimum bet on 2 cents. It's going to be $1.25 minimum at 5 and $2.50 minimum at 10. So let's try mini games at the bottom of each denomination. We're going to go 5 here at 2 cents, which is the $1 bet. I said the goal here is the game goal today is to see if we can trigger all the features for this game. By that little Mr. Hot Stuff dancing around a little bit. All right, moving to the nickel, which is a $1.25 bet. See if we can get anything. We really haven't landed much. All right, nice. So this is our first kind of hit on significantly above our bet. It's about 9 times the 50, so that's nice. All right, so 4 more here. So let's remember, take a note. 50. So this is a $2.50 bet at the nickel. 2 more. All right, let's try the dime. Now the bottom of the dime is $2.50, so 5 spins here. Oh, chilies and diamonds. Hope you're having a good day. So today was the slot tournament, and we had a lot of fun doing that. We didn't place, but we still had fun. Also, they have a couple of extra drawings here, 2 more before the end of the night for those that participate in the slot tournament. All right, so nickel seems to be at least the most action that we've had, and I actually did do it at the 50 cent rather than the initial. That was kind of a mistake, but maybe a happy mistake. Let's see if we get the bonus here. All right, we got the bonus. So this is $2.50. Let's see what this is about. Okay, I always like things getting filled. Nice. Mini, the mini, 25, that's at the nickel denom. I wonder what happens if we fill them all up. Something good, I'm hoping. Fill reels to upgrade all prizes. All right, let's do that. Why don't we do that? Oh, yes. So now we upgrade all reels full upgrade. So we upgraded to a minor. Very good. Very nice. The minor's $50. Okay. So that was a $2.50 bet So 25 bucks would have been a 10x. So what does that put us? About a 60x? It's a nice little return there. I like that. Okay, very good. We're not near our cash limit. We started at 500. That would put our harvest at $1,000 to cash out. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on here. Another mini game of 5 on the nickels. See if we can get some other line hits. Now 250. Another thing I think we might do after this next mini game here is try the 250. Try to walk in a 250 bet across the denoms again. All right. So we got the bonus at nickel at 250. Let's try dime at 250. That is the bottom of the pack. And let's try 10 spins at the 10 cents. Another little mini game. Oh for 5 so far, right? We don't count it unless the win is greater than the bet. So I guess another thing we need to talk about real quickly is the checkpoint. Checkpoint, generally the rule that I said is for 25% at the starting bankroll. So we started at 500, that'll put our checkpoint at 375. So nowhere near that checkpoint yet. We're doing good. Checking out this game, so we saw at least that one bonus. Got 4 more here at the dime. We can trigger that bonus at the dime level. Got some wild action multipliers. Still haven't got a win greater than our bet at the dime. So nickel's still the big winner. All right, let's go back to nickel and try the 250 again. Doing a little juggling action and swallowing fireballs. Interesting. Okay. I kind of like these. These are interesting reels. They're like, they look almost unreal, like kind of cartoony, but realistic in some way. I don't know how to explain it. All right, cool. So here we got another hit above our bet limit, so that's good. $15 hit on the 250 bet. Come on, bonus, let's do it again. Oh, are we gonna get it again? Are we gonna get it again, y'all? That'd be cool. No, not this time. All right. Jackpot's award, winning a winning pay line. Okay, so we got the 7s. Man, these, you know, this 250 bet just keeps doing good for us on the nickel. I'm gonna add 5 to our mini game here. Here we are again. Set. Nice. Keep playing, having a good time here. Every spin is a new chance. Every spin is independent of the previous. No spin defines us. We play our own game, right? All right. Very good. Oh, that's kind of cool. They got some haptics here too. Like touch the screen. This was the slot tournament today. All right. 5 more spins. At 125 on nickel. We are 112 above. Also checking our time, we have about 21 minutes left. I set that 30-minute timer for this session. Wild. Ooh. All right. Let's go down to the 2-cent denom. Now, we don't have a 250 here, but we do have a $2 and we have a $3. So let's walk that bet between 2 and 3. We'll do that 5 times, which means that we'll bet $2 and then $3, and then we'll come back $2 and $3. We'll do that 5 times. Do our mini game. All right, cool. So we hit here at $2 on 2 cents.
Attention casino guests. Don, your secret 2.5 no limit is now available.
So 2 and 250 have been
2.5 no limit is
a popular bet so far.
Also, Tony P, Jose R, Jose F, your secret 1 to no limit is now available. Tony P, Juan R, and Jose M. Your secret what's no limit is now
See if we get some sevens over there. No. All right. So last one here at $3. Bunch of wilds in the middle. Something to close it out. Oh, look at that mini. What is that? What's happening? I don't know what that means. Nothing. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go down to our pennies. Max bet here is $4. So we're going to go ahead and we made it to the dollar last time. We'll start here at $1.50. And we'll just walk the penny bet, see if there's an appetite above $2.50 here. I want to be careful too, right? Because our max bet is $5 based on our starting bankroll. We want to try to honor that if we can. Dollar bet, nothing. 150. This is where we're. So 250 is what's been hitting at the nickel denom. Okay, $4 max bet here on pennies. Nope. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and try the 250 bet. Walk this to the pennies also. See if we get some sort of connection. We'll do a mini game of 5. Yeah, we had a nice dinner tonight. Had something to eat, and then we're down to 150. Rested a little bit, and decided to come out onto the floor for a couple more sessions tonight. Really trying to get better at the player shift from ignoring to listening. And that happens to me sometimes where if I'm thirsty or I'm hungry or I'm tired, I don't listen to myself, and I'm trying to get better at that. I thought you were going to do something there, buddy. No? Okay. Oh, something's happening. All right. Some sort of future. I don't know what's happening there. Wilds and something. Chilies times 3. Okay, so 20.25 on a $1.50 bet. It's about a 15x. Oh, look, he's eating a chili. How nice. Yes, very hot. Okay, so 150. So we have 150, and 250. It's kind of the range. I'm gonna stick here. You know, another thing I've noticed about my play is one of the player shifts is timing and rhythm. So, you know, if we go too fast, or we play too long, or we play too often, it can impact my play, right? And want to be in control, stay steady. Oh, that would have been nice. So I try not to do like the fast spins. And I think if you don't know what that is, I'll demonstrate real quick. So this is I'm gonna do. Let's do a mini game of 5. I'm gonna do fast spins real quick. 5 spins. That's 1, 2, and basically I'm just clicking the play button twice very quickly. And I'm doing this intentionally right now to demonstrate, but you know, there are times where I'm playing and I find myself doing that, and I know that's like a sign that I'm getting either tired or frustrated. So that's something for me to kind of pause and, you know, think about your play, you know, what your kind of indicators are, how you talk to yourself, you know. All right, let's see if we get a bonus did not carry over. We have about 16 minutes left in the session, so this 250 keeps hitting or giving a return above the bet. So let's finish up this mini game here on the penny, and then we're going to move up to the nickel and then the dime. I think I'm going to skip the 2 cents and try that dime here in a minute. Remember, we started at 500, so we're still up on the session. Okay, so let's go nickel, and 250 would be here. That's a 50 credits. We do 5, so there we are again. 1 for 1. 1 for 2. Wild. See if we get some connecting. Nope. All right. So that was our 5 at 50. So now let's try the dime at 250, not at 5. So some games, I don't know if you noticed, in some games, when you switch denomination, it'll take you back to the bottom denomination. In other games, it'll keep you at where you were before. So I was playing 50 units at a nickel for 250. When I switched to a dime, it was playing 50 units at a dime, which made $5. So just be another thing to watch out for. Sometimes I don't notice that, and I start pushing the play button, and I'm betting twice as much as I think I'm betting. Come on now, let's get that spin frenzy again. I want to get it at the dimes. Finally got a little chilly connection, so it is our first hit over our bet limit. So that's 1 for 3 so far. All right, so that's the end of that mini game. It was 1 for 5, meaning that we won more than our bet, 1 of the 5 spins. So now we're at a decision point again. I'm going to stick with the dimes again. Those nickels are doing really well, but I really want these dimes to pick up. Let's try it again, a mini game here of 5 more. I'm also trying to get a feel for the volatility of this game. You know, whether it's one of those games that, you'll win more often, but, less amount, or you'll win less often and generally bigger prizes. If I had to guess, based on the just the little that I've seen so far, a 60x return on a bonus, that's a pretty good size return. So I would guess this is probably a higher volatility machine, meaning that you may not win as often, but when you do, it's probably chances are it's going to be better than your standard 20 to 30x return on a bonus. All right, another mini game here at nickel. These nickels have been good for us. I'm kind of wondering, 250 seems to be returning pretty well. I'm wondering if we could test the upper limit of our max bet of a nickel. Let's try that. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, that's 125. Now this is 250. That's another thing that I've learned is when you start making these little mistakes, or when I make these little mistakes, like, I thought I was betting 25 versus 50. It's an indication I might be getting tired, and it's okay to take a break. I'll get tired, and at least for me, when I get tired, I make mistakes, and I get a little careless sometimes in my betting, and that's just a sign for me to kind of pause and go, have a drink of water, grab a snack. Sometimes I meditate or pray and just, get my mind off the game for a while and then come back in fresh. Okay, now we've moved up to, actually, let's see, we were at nickel at 250. 75 was at a 325 bet. So let's see if we can get these nickels going a little bit higher. This is middle of the road for this denomination. So 375. Uh-oh, sunglasses went on. Okay, that was a mini game of 5. The next level up is 625. So this is that would be beyond our $5 threshold in our initial bankroll. Right, so we're going to go ahead and stick here, try to honor that if we can. Sometimes I jump the gun and decide to bet higher, but it doesn't always work out. Sometimes it does, but it's a little risk, right? Come on, bonus at 75. Nope. Oh, something's happening. What's going on? Bonus reels. Love it, love it, love it. Bring it. Okay, what do we have here? Cool. Are we going up another stack? I think we are. Yes, we are. All right, nice. Okay. Is that all you got? 3 stacks? What is that? Wilds in the middle. Ooh, 3 times multiplier. Okay. What's happening here? We got, wow, 3 times multiplier. 3 is a good number. 3 is a good number. Triangle. Smallest, oh, the major. The major is currently $100. So let's get some diamonds. Let's get something to connect. Something to connect. Okay. I don't know what we got here. So about $40. Okay, so that was the feature, $40. So at that, it's about a little over a 10x return, so not wonderful. A lot lower than the previous. At 370, this is at was that 375? Is that right? Okay. So we got over. That's interesting. 162. All right, mini game of 5 here. 1 of 2. One of 4. I'm looking over here at my neighbor, see what they're. I said I'm looking at you to see what you're doing to win over there.
I'm getting back what I put in.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so that was the 375. Next up is 625. You know, I want to try this. It is beyond our bankroll, but let's put some constraints around it. We'll do 5 spins. So this is going to be a 650 bet here. 0 for 1. 0 for, well, okay, 1 for 2. So that was above our bet. Nice. Okay. Wild on top. Get some chilies. No. All right. Last one. Okay. So also kind of brought you. Remember, we started at 500. So we're 463, still doing pretty good. Okay, so 250 was where we were hitting earlier. Let's see if it comes back around. So now we went to the 10s, we're coming back to the nickels. Kind of work our way down here. Taking a quick look at our time, we got about 7.5 minutes left in this session. Come on, Minnie. This is about our timing, right? Avoid playing too long or too often or too fast. All those things matter. Again, it's my goal is as a player is to optimize my experience, have a great time, have fun, meet cool people, and share what I've learned along the way. Apply my coaching lens and some of the behavioral sciences that I've learned throughout the years. I use in my coaching strategies and apply them to optimize this player experience like I would any other player experience. All right, nice. And you know, maybe some of this stuff would be useful to you. This is just my experience I'm sharing with you, not necessarily making any recommendations. And again, you know, it helps to see what works for other people. Okay, let's go back to our pennies, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. We're going to see what's fun, what's hitting. It's a little tiny bit of love it, 50-cent bet, but not much. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do some fast spins here intentionally. A mini game of 10. So far we're 1. Okay, this is going to be 2 for 6, I believe. Okay, 3 for 7. Last one. 3 for 9. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's bring it up to $1. Yeah, another thing to think about, or at least I think about, is something we refer to as like concept of the infinite game. And you know, I'm not necessarily playing to win huge jackpots. I'm playing to continue playing. I like playing. I'm having fun, and I don't want to like lose my bankroll, lose all my money where I can't play anymore, right? So all these strategies I'm trying to put into place is along those lines. So kind of watching the lower end here. Remember, we started at 5 or 25. Oops, our 25% is 375. So about A little over 50 bucks away, 60 bucks away from that. And that checkpoint is just like a formal kind of pause for us to say, you know, do we want to continue with this game? Do we want to move on? Do we want to change our strategy? And we're kind of doing that throughout the whole game with this mini games, kind of compartmentalizes the overall play, prevents us from falling into the zombie. Oh, what's going on here? Come on, 7. There you go, huge win at $1, 54 bucks. So that's a 54x return on a $1 bet. So that tells me something, right? So, well, it could tell me something. 54x return on $1. We had about a 60 return on 250. So maybe I stay somewhere within that range, which also means that I might want to start thinking about walking this $1 bet now in the 4 minutes that I have left. I think I want to try that. I want to try walking that $1 bet. Oh, right here. There you go. And I'm gonna fast spin these just because we're a little short on time. Now I want to be careful, right? Because this could be an anti-pattern sense of urgency because of a timeline that I put in place. Don't want that to be artificial. Nice. So 1 for 4, I believe here. 1 for 5 at 2 cents. All right. Let's see if we can get down at the very bottom here. That's 125. I think that's okay. That's within range.
Mr. Casino guys, Sergio B, your receipt for 1-2 limit is not available. Sergio B, your receipt for 1-2 limit is not available. Also, Cesar Perez, your receipt for 2 final limit is not available. Cesar Perez, your receipt for 2 final limit is not available.
All right, so that was an 0 for 5 on the nickel. So we talked about walking the $1 bet, right? So that would be this one. See if we can get another 50x return. We're only $30 away from where we started. We've had a lot of fun, I think. Been playing for almost half an hour now. Four, wilds in the middle. Ooh, what's gonna close it out? What's gonna close it out? Oh, yay, we got the minor, 40 bucks. Very cool. So that was the $1 bet. We walked that $1 bet. It first popped at $1 or at the 1 cent denom, and for 57 return, and now we got a 20 return on the $1 here. Actually, 40 return. Oh, nice. Okay, congratulations. So look, we're a little bit above where we started. We got a minute and 48 seconds left in our session. We were able to see at least one bonus round. It'd been nice to see another. Let's close out on the nickel since you know, had some luck there at let's go back up to 250. I'll tell you what, we'll do one of each. We'll do the 125, and then look at that, perfect. 250 will bring us right to where we started. And with that, I'm going to close it out. So we have still 1 minute left on our play clock, but I'm good with this play session. We spent exactly $0. We had a lot of fun. Started with 500, ended with 500. We got to see the spin frenzy and practice our player shifts, helping hopefully eventually these will just become internalized for me as a player, and I can stop using them explicitly and just inherently use them to optimize my playing experience. So thank you for joining, and we'll see you at the next game.